Hello, everyone, and happy Tuesday. Come on in, and thank you for joining me. If you're joining me live, please say hello in the comments and let me know you're here and let me know where you're coming in from. I would love to hear that. How was your weekend? We're getting into spring and warmer weather here in my local area. Depends upon where you're located as to if you're having the warmer weather or not. So share with me in the comments something you did over the weekend. For me, I actually had a yard sale on Saturday and then got to spend some time with my grandkids over the weekend as well. So my weekend was very good. Of course, share that in the comments. I would love to hear it, and I'd love to hear what you're up to professionally as well, if you'd like to share that also. Today, we're going to be talking about how to make networking easy. Some of you may be just starting out with your networking. If you just recently started your business, and that's perfectly fine. And for some of you, you may have, never networked before, and it sounds terrifying to you. I totally get it. I used to be terrified too. I used to think about, networking as I would change into uncomfortable professional clothes. I would have to leave my house. Then I would have to go to the event. And when I entered the room, I realized I didn't know anyone. I would freeze. I would feel out of place. I would look around. I would compare myself to others. And I would talk to one or two people. And that was it. I would fumble over my words when I was speaking to them. The gibberish in my head was screaming at me, the voices in your head. I would feel like I wore the wrong outfit. I didn't know what to say. And I sounded like I didn't know what I was talking about. And I would ask myself, why am I here? It was terrible. And I felt like the whole entire experience was a failure. And I was miserable the whole time I was there. Then after the event, I'd go home. I would feel rejected and thought I didn't have, what it takes. Telling myself I can't do this. Has that ever happened to you when you went to a networking event, whether it was online or in person? That's totally normal. Okay. Especially when you don't know what networking actually is. So I'm going to break it down for you a little bit. Let's talk about the definition of networking. Networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. Let me repeat that. Networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. It's not selling yourself or selling your services, products, whatever it is you offer. It has nothing to do with selling anything. Okay? So basically, it's about going to an event and making or meeting business friends. There's no selling involved whatsoever. You don't go there to try to impress someone. It's not about being perfect. It's about talking, having a conversation with people about what you do professionally. So take the pressure off. No need to pressure yourself, okay? Now, how many of you think that when you leave a networking event, that if you didn't wow someone, that it wasn't a successful event for you? Share that in the comments. Because that's not what it's all about. It's really not. Sometimes we have a lot of gibberish or all those voices in our head that tells us all kinds of things. It might tell us our voice is too high or our voice is too low when we're speaking to someone, or that we're talking too much, and many other things, right? Lots of baggage that we bring to the event, but we need to leave all the voices and gibberish at home or in the car when we arrive at the event. Then tell ourselves, I'm me, I'm fine, I'm enough, and I'm going to share about my business today at this event. Whatever event it is you're attending. Like I said, it could be an in-person event or it could be an online event. Now, it does help if you're prepared when someone says, what do you do for work? So make sure you're ready for that question, because somebody's probably going to ask you that. Okay? So don't be alarmed when they ask you that question. Here's how you can do that. To be successful at networking, you have to be good at describing your work and what you do. You have to be ready when someone asks, what do you do? This is going to happen. This is why you are at the event, right? No matter if it's online or in person. So I want you to think about this ahead of time. A lot of people treat this like a trick question. They respond like, what? What did you just ask me? Then they start talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And that's why it's wise to stop talking after you share a short description about what it is you do. When you talk continuously, you may think you're making sense, but the person you're talking to does not think that. They are totally confused or overwhelmed, all the things, right? If you just continuously talk. So create a speech or a spiel or a statement that you can share quickly and simply when someone asks, what do you do? Or it's your turn to share at the event about your business and what you do. Depending upon the event that you're at, you need to have this prepared and memorized ahead of time. That's very important. This is what I say, and you can create something similar if you like. I'm a virtual assistant. My team and I work with entrepreneurs and business owners and help them with the admin pieces of their business, like email newsletters, website updates, and social media. Then I stop talking. That's all I need to say. That's telling them exactly who I am, what I do, who I work with, and a few specifics, services that I provide. That's all I need to do. So think about how clear and simple that is. You don't need to share any more info than that. You don't want to overshare or talk too much because it could overwhelm or confuse the person you're talking to. Or people, if you're talking to a whole room of people. Someone has a question about what you shared, they will ask. Then you can have a conversation with them and share more. Some people get stuck on, I can do so much more than that. Yes, you can. I'm sure you can, just as I can as well. But again, you don't want to overshare or confuse those that you're talking to. I could share that my business can build funnels and workflows using XYZ platform. And no one is going to know what that means, right? It's not about being the smartest person in the room. It's about leaving with people understanding what you do. So take the pressure off of networking. Go with the idea. You might meet some cool people because you may very well meet cool people, right? The key piece here is to start building relationships. That's why we attend networking events, to start building those relationships and building our network, right? So if you have any questions about anything I shared today about how we can make networking easy, please put them in the comments or send me a private message. I'll be happy to answer your questions. But I also want to invite you, if you're not already a part of Relationship Communications Facebook group or Facebook community, to head on over to Facebook and join. It's a free community to be a part of. We are very active in there and do all kinds of different things. As a matter of fact, this week, actually tomorrow, is our networking mixer for the community. We do a networking mixer once a month. And this month it's on April 29th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you don't have plans already for tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, we would love for you to come join us and do some networking with the community itself. Also, if you'd like to learn more and dive a little deeper into networking, I would invite you to join the Networking Method Academy, where you'll learn to go from nothing to networking. We've already done part 1 and part 2 of that training. Part 3 takes place tomorrow, the 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It's not too late to sign up. The event, the training itself does take place in a private Facebook group. So you do have to sign up in order to be invited to that group to participate. And like I said, it's not too late to sign up because you can go back and catch the replays of part 1 and part 2. And then part 3 takes place tomorrow, the 29th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope you will come and join us. We also have some bonuses. There's homework involved. There's prizes involved. There's so much that goes along with this training, and it's a lot of fun. And you'll learn a lot around networking and how to even put together that simple statement that you can share at networking events. So if you have any questions about anything I shared today, please don't hesitate to reach out, and I'll see you again soon.